located in the San Francisco Bay. Alcatraz Island and Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary have been cited as one of the most haunted places in America, and also as the most haunted prison in the country. With its centuries-old history from ancient Native Americans, to Fort Alcatraz, to a military barracks, and most often known service as one of the toughest federal penitentiaries in the nation, it is no wonder that this place is said to be one of the most haunted in the nation. Often described as a portal to another dimension, Alcatraz is filled with the energy of those who came to the rock and seemingly never left. From its first visitors, tales and legends of the island have circulated for several centuries. In the beginning, the Native Americans believed the island to be inhabited by evil spirits. As severe punishment for violations of tribal law, Indians were sometimes isolated for a period of time on the island or even banished for life to live among the evil spirits. Today, these spirits that continue to lurk in the shadows of the often fog-enshrouded island have been heard, seen and felt by both the staff and many visitors to Alcatraz. The sounds of men's voices, screams, whistles, clanging metal doors and terrifying screams are said to be heard within these historic walls, especially near the dungeon. One of the areas of the prison most often claimed most active with paranormal activity is a utility corridor where inmates Coy, Kretzer, and Hubbard were plummeted with bullets after a failed prison escape. In 1976 this was in the same area that a night security guard reported hearing unexplained eerie clanging sounds coming from inside. Cell 14D, one of the whole cells, is believed by some to be very active with spirits. Visitors and employees have reported feeling a raw coldness and have claimed that at times a sudden intensity encompasses the cell. Tales have been told of an event in the 1940s when a prisoner locked in 14D screamed throughout the night that a creature with glowing eyes was killing him. The next day guards found the man strangled to death in the cell. No one ever claimed responsibility for the convict's death. However, the next day, when doing head counts, the guards counted one too many prisoners. Some of the guards claimed to see the dead convict in line with the other inmates, but only for a second before he vanished. Other stories have circulated that Warden Johnston, nicknamed the Golden Rule Warden, also experienced a bizarre event while showing some of his guests around the prison. According to the story, Johnston and his group heard someone sobbing from inside the prison walls, and then a cold wind whisked past the group. Johnston could never explain any reason for the occurrences. Visitors to cell blocks A and B claim they have heard crying and moaning. A visiting psychic wrote that, while in Block C, he encountered a disruptive spirit named Butcher. Prison records show that another inmate in Block C murdered Abby Moldowitz, a mob hitman known as Butcher. Al Capone, who spent his last years at Alcatraz with his health in decline from untreated syphilis, took up playing the banjo with a prison band. Fearing that he would be killed if he spent his recreational time in the prison yard, Capone received permission to spend recreation time practicing his banjo in the shower room. In recent years, a park ranger claimed he heard banjo music coming from the shower room. Not familiar with the history of Alcatraz, the ranger could not find a reason for the sound and documented the strange event. Other visitors and employees have reported hearing the sound of a banjo coming from the prison walls. Other odd events experienced over the years include guards smelling smoke, but finding no fire, sounds of unexplained crying and moaning, unexplained cold spots in areas of the prison and claims of seeing ghosts of prisoners or military personnel. Could it be that Alcatraz is haunted?